Happy that today again, Governor Ododo Diri has won. You will recall that this has been a series of victories affirming his victory at the election. At the election tribunal, we won. At the Court of Appeal, we won. And today, too, at the Supreme Court, the final court, the highest court of the land, we have also won, affirming his victory at the polls. So we are very happy that the appeal filed by Silva has been dismissed, having been found by the Supreme Court to amount to a gross abuse of court process. Thank you.
My name is Somina Jombul. I represent the People's Democratic Party, the political party on whose platform the second and the third respondents were sponsored and they won the election. We want to thank my lords for such illuminating decision with respect to the 6 appeals today, 6 of which were all dismissed. But more importantly is the fact that the issue as to the qualification of the deputy governor has been resolved again, and I want to thank my lords for a good work well done and affirming the fact that the governor of Bayelsa State was duly elected by majority of lawful votes cast.
We make sure, and with our leaders in the party, that they've done the right thing. Our seniors undertook this case the way it should be. And today, you can see victory for the party. We thank God, and the PDP shall continue to work strong, no matter the crisis that bereaved the party. Thank you very much. Kamadin Ajibade, SAN. Yes.
Only entitled you to file 1 appeal, and so you cannot file 2 appeals. That was our objection, and the court has upheld it. And the appeal of APC has been dismissed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Because it is that abuse of court process. Once an appeal is abuse of court process, there is no need, as the court said, going into the merit anymore, because fundamentally it's an abuse of court process. The Constitution did not tell you to file 1 appeal, and so when the appeal filed appeal number 13 and filed appeal number 15, it was an abuse of court process. So all said and done, that appeal is gone. Thank you.
PDP. My reaction to the judgment is that the Supreme Court delivered the judgment and held that the appeal lacks merit and is dismissed. That is my reaction, and that is what the Supreme Court said. I don't have any other thing to add. My name is Johnson Usman.
Okay. My name is Benga Makonjola. With my colleagues, we represented the executive governor of Kogi State today in this judgment. So we want to say to God be the glory. At least the bed has been finally laid to rest. And with this judgment now, I believe it's all over. So that the governor can concentrate, on his policies and the plan he has for the people of Kogi State. And I believe with this, all distractions are all over, and we pray that God will grant him good head to pilot the affairs of Kogi State, and then so that Kogi people can benefit from this good governance which he has in stock for them. As you know, the appellant raised a lot of issues, a lot of objections, but at the end of the day, their lordship, in their wisdom, unanimously agree with us that this appeal, deserve no merit. Thank you so much.
Were you
rattled for what? When I've gotten judgment, why should I be rattled? There's nothing to rattle. The first thing was the price of people are going to the Court of Appeal, and here in Supreme Court. There's nothing to be rattled about. Benga Makonjola.
I'm Dr. Charles Adusonwa, SAN, representing INEC. The court decision was a succinct statement of the correct position of the law regarding how to prove an election petition and how not to appeal against an election petition decision. And the court, in doing that, established that it's only one appeal that an appellant has against the decision of a tribunal. You can't file two appeals. You cannot file more than one appeal against the decision of a tribunal. It was on that ground that mostly that the appellant's appeal was dismissed this morning for being an abuse of the process, because they filed two appeals, and the latter one was deemed to be an abuse, which was indeed the main appeal. So, again, substantively, the decision vindicates INEC. INEC is vilified all the time when elections take place, but at the end of it all, it's always nice to know that INEC is doing his work properly. It is left for the whole country to support him in his work they do. INEC cannot conduct elections alone without the competitors, without the contestants, and without the voters. So it is Nigeria's call to ensure that INEC succeeds in its work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Whatever has a beginning has an end.
Yes.
Everybody here knows when it started. I can tell you that it has ended today. By this judgment, I mean, the fine young man, the governor of the state, now has the opportunity to settle down and take governance to the next level for the people of Kogi. We are grateful. One of the respondents.
Thank you.
Yes. My name is Ali Usaiki, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. I just said it. Thank you.
Please, the council.
Yes, my name is Chief COC Akoli, sir, the Honorable the Attorney General, Commissioner for Justice, Igbo State. We have just come out from the court, where the court has put a final seal on the issues surrounding the November 11 governorship election in Imo State. Just like we said when the issues concerning the last election was sorted out, it took a long time, and the Supreme Court finally gave its verdict, which stated that Uzodimma won that election. This same election of 11 November, which was a landslide election, has raised a lot of issues. But what is important is that the Supreme Court has finally put a seal on the very robust and serious mandate that the people of Imo State gave to Chief Uzodimma. 27 local governments were won in a manner that the elections have not been won in Imo State before, because of the effort the governor put into administration, where Imolites are happy with what he did, and they turned out en masse to vote for him. A lot of people did not understand the volume of what Imo people did in that election. But he spoke for us, he spoke for Imo, he spoke for the governor. He showed that a man who came into governance, and a lot of people were skeptics, were talking a lot of things, at the end of the day, the Imo people came out and gave him that mandate that was a landslide mandate, overwhelming victory. There is no need for people to start challenging election just for the sake of challenging the election. When you see that a man has done very well, there is no doubt on the governor's effort in providing the dividends of democracy to Imo people. Hope Uzodimma is doing exceedingly very well in Imo State, and Imo people are appreciating it. So continue to challenge him when you see the facts are very clear, his efforts are very clear. That is exactly what the Imo people did, and the Supreme Court has affirmed it. It's significant that this judgment is coming today, where we have a new justice, a new CJN that was sworn in this morning. We want to use this opportunity to also congratulate the new CJN. We know is a capable hand, and we continue to preside over this judiciary that is bringing hope to the people of Nigeria. So we thank the judiciary for what they have done today, and we congratulate His Excellency and the people of Imo State.
Your name was?
Chief COC Akoli, sir. Honorable the Attorney General.
Thank you, sir.